All right, water signs, it's giving double, triple check, right? So it's like whatever this is, either you're getting more money than you thought that you was going to get, you have to pay more money than you thought you was going to have to pay, or before you sign something, you need to read it completely, thoroughly. Before you submit something, you need to double check it. This is like somebody pregnant, like, oh, let me take another test. Let's check it again. Let's, something about double, triple check. Okay. What's going on for water signs? All right, there's a couple things going on. Make sure you're not recklessly spending right now. You're not just giving your money out to people, or you're not just doing things because you're trying to get out of some type of conflict. It's like, okay, well, I feel like this was a shitty investment, or this was a bad idea, so fuck it, I'm just gonna go spend my money on something else because this not working anyway. I don't have enough money for this anyway. Relax, okay? Control yourself. Control your optimism. Understand that things pay off in time. You're just going through a transformation right now, okay? You actually may be happy that you release something or that you're getting out of a situation. Maybe not right now, but once you start to focus on work, or once you accomplish something, you'll be like, oh, okay, I just didn't see it. This was just something that I was confused about. This is giving you room to learn and or plan for something else. So it's like, okay, well, I had to let go of this job, or I had to let go of this company, or whatever, and I'm uncertain of how I'm going to develop something else or start something else, or how I'm going to do a spin-off, or whatever the case may be. But then once you do the spin-off, or you take this other avenue, it makes you really happy. You just feel like you're starting back over from the beginning, so that can kind of make you feel like, I don't really know where I stand with this. But again, there's going to be some type of momentum that speeds up for you, or something that makes you excited, and it's going to really put you in your position where it needs to be in your career. Again, you always had choices. I feel like you just didn't see it, or you just wasn't willing to compromise when it comes to it. Like you had some type of vision and you were set on it. Like, okay, I want to do this. I want people to see me as this, or I want to become this. So this is the vision, and this is how I'm going to be able to get it. And you can still get it in the aspect of it. You just had to change something. And so now it seems like you're starting to be more balanceful. You're starting to be more flexible and balanced at the beginning. Example. Let's say you know that you always wanted to do hair, or whatever the case may be. You went to cosmetology school, all this other kind of stuff, and then for whatever reason, you just decided one morning, you're like, you know what, this is not working for me. I don't really see the opportunities growing. I don't really want to do it. And now all of a sudden, you're ready to let this go. Okay, well then you're like, okay, well what else can I do? I still have this degree. Okay, now you go do makeup, or now you go do nails, and then this really takes off for you. You're like, oh wait, damn, this is going to allow me to travel, or this is going to allow me to adapt to this, that, and the third. It opens up. You just had to be willing to compromise. Okay, so whatever industry you're in, whatever this applies to, there's just a little bit of a change that you have to go through. But it works out for you. It does. There's some type of change, and it works out. This is actually going to give you some type of progress. You're going to be like, okay, well, what else can I do? What else can I expand? And it's like, okay, well, shit, I'm ready to drop everything as it needs to now. It's like you're willing to kind of be rebellious to anything that's holding you back in, or that you was previously fixated on, even if this is people. You're like, fuck that. Like, yeah, that was a person in my past, and I was really committed to that person, or I was really committed to that apartment, or whatever the case may be, and I really wanted there. But now that I moved forward and that kind of fell apart, I'm going through this. Oh, and I feel really good about this. So, things kind of turn around for you. And you're going to realize it's not so bad. Okay. What else for water signs? Somebody could be, I don't know, if somebody was like trying to test you or tempt you, trigger you, whatever, and maybe before you kind of ignored it, now you may be a little temperamental, or, they may just catch you at a time where you kind of like, you know what, today I got time. What the fuck is up? Like, what's up? Like, you wanted my attention, you got it. What's up? Let's talk about it. Okay. What's going on for water signs? Okay, so something didn't go your way. We're realizing it now. It just was not practical. It just was not it. You still may be in your emotions about it. You still may kind of think about it from time to time. But I feel like, again, this is going to lead you to where you're able to make a decisive moment. Okay? You also may need to slow down when it comes to an earth sign. Maybe this is someone that you're realizing that is just an option. You've been trying to bond with their child, or you've been trying to bond with them. Maybe y'all have a child, or whatever the case may be is coming. And you're trying to figure out how you're going to adapt and or balance this. Maybe they have, I don't know if they already have young kids. You feel like y'all young kids are going to be in a similar age or something like that. Maybe they got twins. Maybe you're having twins. Congrats if so. Yeah, so you're trying to really figure out how things are going to be set up, how things are going to be arranged, where you play a part, and, how you want this to go. But I feel like at the same time, y'all separated, right? So it's like this relationship isn't really thriving. But at the same time, you're trying to either reserve yourself, or you're trying to save, because it's only a matter of time before this baby arrives, or before whatever the case may be. Okay. You also could know that they have some type of emotion with someone else that they're friends with. They could have a new baby. I don't know if they got two babies. The Empress. They could definitely have a new baby. And maybe this is why you know that their baby is young, and y'all about to have a baby. It's like they have a kid under 5, maybe even under 3, and you feel like that's going to be a challenge. Something is also going on with your friend circle, or your friend group. Maybe you feel like at one point in time, y'all was kind of just like, oh yeah, we could do this, we could do that. But then y'all kind of going through the thick of it. Maybe somebody became a parent and they became emotionally withdrawn, or something happened when it comes to a relationship with your friend. Maybe you have a friend that's just going through postpartum. Okay. Maybe you're going to send a message and you're like, you know what? No, I'm going to come help you. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to do this. And you're going to really step in, especially if you feel like they're in their head about something and they're just kind of holding back until they find some type of clarity. Okay. Take it how it resonates. All right. Somebody could be a smoker, or somebody's going to be very, very blunt when it comes to saying something to you, or if you ask a question, be willing to receive the honest answer, especially if this is about a third party. Maybe you've been receiving some type of signs, but you want some type of real clarity in, or you're like, well, before I go do a divorce, or before I know this, like, let me really make a decision, or let me figure it out. And this person may give you an answer, or it's like, okay, but this may trigger you, right? So it's like, excuse me, you go to the third party, or you go to someone, you're like, hey, are you cheating, or hey, is this really going on? And they're like, yeah, this is what's going on. It's gonna be up to you to make the decision from there. Okay. Yeah, again, somebody could be trying to decide when it comes to a pregnancy. Maybe they feel like they're under some type of deadline, or they're within their emotions because they just had a baby and they got somebody else pregnant. This could definitely be an earth sign. You also could be trying to balance things out with the earth sign, because you know that at one point in time that they were put on the front, they were having some type of hidden motives, and maybe at one point you had your heart, intertwined with this, with, oh, well, I was devoted to this person, I was feeling like, we can grow, or whatever the case may be, but you realize that this person has some type of heartstrings, and they low-key trigger you. Or whenever they feel triggered, they go out into separation, they kind of just leave people alone, or they create some type of distance, or they go into some type of silent treatment, or something like that. You could also be having flashbacks about this person. Yeah. Again, you could be separating from a fire sign. There may be some type of phone call or unexpected visit, and you just feel like, okay, you know what, this is just not reciprocal, I'm so losing interest, or this is just not worth it. Something that you feel like was initially a gift, you now see as like a pattern or a childish behavior, or it's just like, it's time for this to just go elsewhere. Alright, what's going on? Somebody could have some type of questionable motives. Who is this for water signs? This could be a Libra, a Capricorn, the initial R, the initial F, the initial X, first, middle, or last. Okay, so question their motives, especially if they come towards you. Somebody could be very fertile, or you're realizing it now. Misery loves company, and somebody just wants to lay up, okay? Someone also could be bisexual. This person could want your forgiveness. Who is this? Who's bisexual for water signs? All right, this could be a Pisces, someone with the initial F, a Gemini, a Taurus, someone with the initial S as in Sam, M as in Mary, P as in Paul, Y as in yellow, Q as in quilt, or a Capricorn. I'm going to say and, so it could be a Capricorn with the initial Q. Okay. They're bisexual. Alright, anything else for water signs? Excuse me. Somebody's going to ask you to come get them. They're like, oh, it's just this, or I just need that, whatever the case may be. This person could have been a part of some type of smear campaign, okay? No, absolutely not. Tell them no. No proof, no substance. You don't need to get no help. A hospital or college ex is around. They could have some type of bad memories, or you're going to create some.